Well, hello, Scorpio. We're going to do a reading that looks at what you accept, what you invite, what you deny, and the tools for each one of those areas in your life. This can be kind of a tough reading. It depends, really, but when it is tough, it's really tough. And this is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, end of May to end of June-ish, as far as time. But to me, these type of readings are fairly they're really timeless. I think you see them when you're supposed to. And I'm using Black Cat Tarot today. Also, just keep in mind I do personal readings. Link to my website is below. And let's take a minute or a second, not a minute. What do our scorpions need to know? Scorpions, I love it. What do our scorpions need to know about what they accept, invite, and deny into their life? Okay, let's get started here. 3 cards for what you accept. Fool, nice. Star, nice. Ace of Pentacles, man, you're accepting some good stuff. What do you invite? 3 of Pentacles. 8 of Swords. There's the tough one. 4 of Pentacles. And there's a tough one too. What do you deny? Knight of Swords. Ace of Wands. And King of Wands. Okay, tools for what we accept. And Judgment. Tools for what we invite. 9 of Wands. And tools for what we deny. Page of Swords. You know, overall, I feel like this is feeling like a new time for you. So if that resonates, that's kind of where this reading. Keep in mind, this is very open as far as this could be any life area. It can be just general. It can be a specific life area. You'll kind of understand once we get into it, but I do feel like it's about a new time. And I see a lot of new cards. I've got Judgment, Fool, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, even 3 of Pentacles to me is kind of like a new thing. Star. There is something here about moving forward and maybe even moving into something that will better serve you, relationship, job, anything like that. So what you accept into your life. And when we talk about what we accept, in other words, sometimes, let's just use this as an example, let's say we accept the fact that we are never going to make any money, or we accept the fact that we are stuck in a job, or we accept the fact that we won't lose weight, or we're not in shape. We accept that, and that means that we don't really do anything about it, no matter if we talk negative about it, or, oh, I need to lose weight, I need to lose weight, I need to lose weight. Well, you don't do anything. That's accepting it then. So accepting the fact that it's okay to be that way, right? Even though we say it's not. So that's kind of what this line is about. And it's kind of cool because you're accepting the Fool, the Star, and the Ace of Pentacles. And what that means is you are accepting new things into your life, and you're accepting that hope, and you're accepting that kind of like, you almost like want this leap of faith. You want to have faith. You want to have some guidance with the Star. You're accepting the fact that things will be new and wonderful. And now, however, when we accept this and say, okay, I'm accepting these new things, if things aren't new, that can be hard. So keep that in mind. But I do believe that this overall is a positive feeling for you right now, Scorpio. I feel like you're accepting these things, and I think what this kind of tells me that you've reached a plateau. Not a plateau. You have reached kind of like, not a plateau, because it's not like you're plateauing. it's almost like really reaching a higher purpose. You've realized that whatever you have done that was new, maybe recently or started, it may have gotten kind of in your way. Like you were using as an excuse, moving forward. Let's say you moved homes, you got a new job project, but you've been using this as an excuse to not do well or to allow yourself to struggle, like it to be okay. And I think what this is saying is that you've kind of overcome that. You've gotten to the point where no, you know what, this moving forward, moving ahead, accepting new opportunities, whatever that is, whether it's just, a new opportunity of a new friend or a new opportunity of, you know, um, maybe a different way of doing things or a job. It could be any of those things. So I feel like you've reached that understanding that these are good things. That when you just take a leap of faith, it can bring hope and it can bring those things, and you're accepting that into your life. And that's a wonderful, wonderful thing. And I do feel like it's coming up because you've used it as an excuse in the past as to not allow yourself to move forward or not allow yourself to be positive or see the light. You've kind of struggled on it, and you have come to the fact that, well, you know what, this could be a really good thing. How is it going to be a good thing? That's up to you, right? So your tool with this area is um, the judgment. So with what you accept, this is a tool. In other words, this is something that you can use or look at or view, and this is renewal. And allow your, I mean, because this is all, I mean, all of this road to me is all renewal. I mean, really, Fool, Star, Ace of Pentacles. This is just saying, allow yourself to be renewed. Allow these changes in your life that you accept to rejuvenate you, bring you back to life, um, put life back into your everyday, give you all of those hope and wonderful dreams that you have. This is a really beautiful row, and I think that's really awesome that you're in that spot. And I think almost everything you've got here overall is good stuff. Now, what you invite into your life. So with this, I got 3 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords, and 4 of Pentacles, and this is what we ask for. So there's a part of us, a piece of us that's inviting these energies in. And we're saying, come here, even though maybe we're not supposed to. 3 of Pentacles, okay, so in normal decks, it's really about camaraderie and working together and everybody putting what they do best together to make the project wonderful. But this 3 of Pentacles kind of reminds me that working alone, and you invite working alone. Sometimes you are inviting perfection as well. And sometimes that's good and sometimes that's not good, right? So sometimes when we accept perfection, we're hard on ourselves because this is the way it should be. This is the perfection. And I'm not reached it yet. And I'm inviting the perfection in, but at the same time, I can't always be perfect. I'm human, so this is just something to take a look at. And then the 8 of Swords, you're inviting the idea of being stuck. You're inviting, if you feel stuck, it's because you're allowing that to happen. You're saying, hey, you know what? I need this excuse. And that's exactly what I feel like this is. Sorry. I feel like if you feel stuck, it's an excuse to not get hurt, to deal with whatever it is that you don't want to be, don't want to deal with. Fear of failure, fear of not being perfect, fear of, being hurt, whatever that is. And then the 4 of Pentacles, again, this is kind of seclusion, Scorpio. In this deck, he's sitting in this house and by himself. And I feel like you're inviting seclusion into your life. And if you want to change that, then that's up to you to change it. So these are things that you're asking for to come in. And these are just ideas. So if you're thinking about something and going, oh, that's right, I'm allowing this to happen. I'm asking for this to happen by maybe your attitude or even your behavior, or your actions. Not necessarily your behavior, but your actions are speaking that I'm going to stay solitude. I'm going to stay by myself. I'm going to stay stuck. I'm going to just be working alone. I'm going to, I'm inviting that in, and be careful of that. Like, you could be, maybe pushing people away even. I feel like this could definitely be pushing people away. So the tool here with this, what you invite, is Nine of Wands. And in this deck, this nine is the cat setting the trap for the mouse. And what I feel like this with a tool is that you need to, yes, you need to watch your back, but maybe you should be the one setting the trap. In other words, take a look at what's around you too. Okay, so if you're the mouse sitting on let's say you're the mouse, you're not the person that set the trap. What's around you? Why are you inviting being stuck, being alone, being in solitude, working by yourself? What's hidden? What is really hidden? And guess what? It's probably nothing. It's your own fear, and that's okay. I mean, hey, fear is fear. Totally get it. No judgment here. But this is just a reminder that maybe that's what it is. And if that's what it is, how can you combat that? Then you can start pulling that stuff apart. But really, like, you know what? Okay, what what is why? What is trapping me? Is something trapping me? And is it just my mind that's trapping me? Is it true? Is something really trapping me? Is someone really trying to get me? Or am I just imagining it? This is what the tool is. You need to take a look at what is trapping you, what you feel like is trapping you, whether it truly is. Well, no matter what it truly is, but it's really what's behind that bush. What has done this? And is it just, if it's fear, then you can start working on conquering the fear. If it's a person, then you can deal with the person. Once you can kind of identify what's really holding you back here. Because something's holding you back. Like, this is big, I think, for you. You have got these wonderful things that you're accepting and that are in your life right now. These things are in your life. And you're saying, nope, 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 nope. I want to be alone. I'm going to be stuck, and I'm going to be working alone for the rest of my life. That's what I'm going to do. So remember that. That's kind of the attitude. If you're pushing people away in some way, whether it's just with your fear, your attitude, your words, your actions, and this can be very slight. This doesn't have to be this huge pushing people away thing. I'm not talking about, like, being mean to people or telling people to go to hell, or it's not that. There's some kind of action you are taking that you are pushing people away. And I take a look at that. So what you deny. Okay, so we have Knight of Swords, Ace of Wands, and and King of Wands. I feel like what this is King of Wands and Ace of Wands. Go like that, because Ace of Wands was in the middle. No, it wasn't. Now I'm not sure, but it doesn't. I think we're okay either way. So I feel like what this is saying too is like the Knight of Swords. I feel like you're denying the fact that really good stuff is coming in. So the Knight of Swords can be a pain, but it's really quick things coming in. And I feel like this is directly related to passion areas. King of Wands, Ace of Wands, something that you're passionate about. And you're denying the fact that it's right in front of your face. With the Knight of Swords, that it's come in and it comes in quick, but you're going, nope, that's not it. And it could be totally it. And the reason why I say you're kind of denying the passion in your life is Ace of Wands is all about passion, motivation. Same with the King. The King of Wands is the king of motivation and, passion. And, so if you look at it like that, you're like, So in your life, somehow you're denying yourself passion. And I think that all comes from what you invite. If you're pushing people away, you're denying that there's any kind of passion in your heart. And I have a feeling it's a little bit fear based because of what you're denying. You're denying yourself this by pushing people away or pushing things away. You're never going to feel that passion. You're never going to have it. Regardless of whether you get hurt, it's still good to feel the passion, and then you get hurt and then you got to try again. And I don't mean that lightly because I know it sucks, but what I am meaning is that you're never going to feel it. And I'm getting these cards a lot lately, like with denying yourself these things, like denying passion and such. So, keep an eye on that. Really understand that good things can come in and you're denying these good things coming in, because I feel like, I mean, the Knight of Swords isn't always good, but it is speaks to me right now as something coming in quickly, and it does have to do with something that you're very passionate about, whether it's a person, thing, job, project, skill, idea. It doesn't matter. There's something here that you're really passionate about, that you're, because it's coming in and it's coming in quickly. And I think this is the key to what you're denying. It's coming in, but you're not seeing it. Like, you're denying that it's there. So I don't think you're denying the passion as much as you're denying that it's even there. So something is coming in and something is really good. The tool that goes with that, Scorpio, is your Page of Swords. And I feel like that is really about overprotecting. You may be overprotecting yourself here. Because if you're overprotecting yourself, you cannot see these things come in. Because when we protect ourselves, we blind ourselves as well. And that's just kind of what we do, as humans. So, I think this speaks of, to me, this card is all about protection in this deck, because he's protecting his area of the sky, so to speak. So instead, open it up a little bit. The tool is to open up the protection area. I'm not saying like let the floodgates go, because baby steps sometimes have to be done, period. Like, because the floodgates could just wait. I could be way too much. Little bits by little bits, and, kind of open things up a little bit at a time. If you have a gate and you're not letting anyone in, you can let a couple people in at a time. And I don't mean people in this sense. It could be anything, letting the passion in little bits by little bits. And if you're one of those that has to be all or nothing, then, let the floodgates go and just see what happens. I mean, that's the way I am. I'm like, oh, that's why too, that things can be scary if you're that kind of person. If it has to be all or nothing, then it's scary letting that happen, because when it's everything, it can be overwhelming. And if you can do it little bits by little bits, then it can help you, like, gradually allow things in and see that, if you get hurt, it's a little bit at a time instead of big pain. And we can't avoid hurt, and we can't avoid disappointment, and we can't avoid those things because they're going to happen. They're part of our being, and they're part of, who we are. And I think, too, just to be clear, that we all have areas that disappointment or hurt affect us more. Like, I could disappoint myself in one area of life, and that's okay. Like, I screwed up, let's do it again. And I could be okay with that. But there may be something else that I'm not okay with, and that the disappointment really bothers me, and I struggle with it. So keep that in mind. This probably is one particular life area that you're working through. But you have beautiful energy, and what you accept in your life is beautiful. And that tells me, too, that this is in your life right now. There's some new beautiful stuff happening. And I think it's like, enjoy that beautiful stuff. Let that in. Let that in. Instead of inviting loneliness and solitude, invite this wonderful, wonderful feeling into your life. So, yeah, Scorpio, I hope you enjoyed it. I really like it. I think you have beautiful things going on. And I think, it's just a little, just tweak a little thing. I feel like it's just a little thing that needs to unstick you, get you out of this Eight of Swords, inviting this stuck energy in, because you've got beautiful energy in there. So I think you just got to look at what you're inviting, because you accept the fact that you've got new stuff, but you're inviting the other. So take a look at that. And I hope you enjoyed it. And please let me know with a comment or a like. I appreciate it. And have a beautiful day.